the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. I'm going to do what Tim did. The steps of Don Bowman were ordered by the Lord. Don was indeed a good man, one of the most humble men I've ever known. Every year that Don ran the homeless shelter program here, he would come to Cynthia and me at the beginning of the program year and say, I would like to bring our guests to your Sunday school class. And my wife would say, of course, more eager than I was. Part of my hesitation, and I was very happy, my hesitation was we had to tell some of the regulars with health concerns, okay, we're having guests in our Sunday school class. It will go from 30 to maybe 50 people. And if you want to choose to be elsewhere, we understand, but we're having our guests. Because what Don did for us was he brought the ministry to us. Instead of us going into the highways and byways, he brought the highways and byways to us and challenged us to rise to the occasion and do what we say we do best. I've been in several Salvation Army congregations over the years, and this one is easily the most middle-class-ish Salvation Army corps I've been in. So it tends to look different than what the Salvation Army looks like in most places. But what a privilege that you don't have to go and reach out. The people will come to you. And every day we have that opportunity. But sometimes the church and the social services don't exactly line up. But he challenged us in a way that made my heart glad. And I was very happy for that. When he would bring those guests to our Sunday school class, we had a chance to reinvent what we did. Rather than teach holiness and our discipleship walk, we could then focus on salvation. A beautiful opportunity. Frequently, our guests would sleep during the class, and we were okay with that. There'd be loud snoring. We'd be okay with that. They were tired. But we were happy to have them. It was a privilege that we didn't have to go into the highways and hedges. Don brought the highways and hedges to us. What a blessing. My wife gave me a couple of notes to read here, so let me make sure I do that so that we can have harmony in our house. She said, he made sure the people felt welcomed by having them participate, not just attend, but participate in the class. I would easily say the best sessions we had were when we had guests like that. We'd have to rearrange our class from a circle to what you see here, rows and rows, but we were happy to do that. Through Don's ministry, she says, people came to know Christ. We were able to grow them in their walks with the Lord, and we were able to have them find a spiritual home, even in the Royal Oak community. We loved having them in our class. In conclusion, I'm going to take a liberty to read another passage of Scripture. Matthew 25. When the Son of Man comes in his glory, and all his holy angels with him, then he will sit on the throne of his glory. Before him will be gathered all nations, and he will separate them one from the other as a shepherd separates his sheep from the goats. He will then set the sheep at his right hand and the goats at his left. Then the king will say to those at his right hand, come, you blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you since the foundation of the world. Here's where it gets really serious. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came to me. Then the righteous will answer, Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, and thirsty and give you drink? When did we see you a stranger and take you in, or naked and clothe you? And when did we see you sick or in prison and come to you? The king will answer, truly I say to you, as you have done for one of the least of these brothers of mine, you have done it for me. Enter into the joy of the Lord. I'm blessed to have known Don. We have been blessed to have known Don. He's been an integral part of our ministry, and he has helped to remind us of the mission of the Salvation Army every single time he brought guests to our class. God bless you all.